Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's Tuesday afternoon and I decided to come out and let y'all have a view at the gardens. It looks like their broccoli turned to seed. Oh, look at those beans, how beautiful. Or peas, I guess they are. They need to come out here and pick them. So here it is, July the 20th, and nobody has any ripe tomatoes yet. In some parts of the country, I imagine your tomatoes have just about quit producing, huh? They smell good. I have received several packs of seeds in the mail from some of my subscribers, and I'm just waiting to plant them when it gets closer to the planting season time for our zone. I think ours is zone 7. Oh, there's a beautiful cucumber. Nice and pretty and healthy looking. So on yesterday's video, when I broke down and had my crying jag, I really, I know y'all don't normally see me in that type of vulnerable state, but you know, I've just gone through a lot since moving to New York. It's been very difficult for me. I moved when I was 67, I moved when I was 68, and then moved again when I was 69. So, you know, it's difficult to move when you're young, much less when you're my age. And then 3 moves practically in a row. It's just been awful. So let me just sit over here on this bench and talk to y'all for a minute. So it's not just the price of the tires that threw me over the edge. It's just everything that has been cumulative over the past year. You know, I had to pay for the title. I don't remember what that was. Maybe $60 or $65. I might be wrong. So the new title, and then the registration on the car was a little over $200. My New York driver's license was $65. So all of those expenses I just had to pay within the last couple of weeks. Yes, I was prepared for most of it, and I've been saving for it. And I was okay. You know, I've been paying my bills every month, and I just got hit with a lot of bills from the cataract surgery, and that stems from the fact that I had to have the cataracts removed by laser. I did not have LASIK or any type of expensive laser surgery to improve my eyesight. I haven't done anything like that. This was because I have something called Fuchs dystrophy, and I took my ophthalmologist's advice, and he said that he did not want to remove the cataracts with a scalpel because of the damage that it would do to my eyes, since I already have this disease called Fuchs dystrophy. So I had to pay the surgery center. They charged me a copay of I think it was like $265 per eye. So I'm paying that by the month. I had to pay my doctor an extra, I think it was $1,200 an eye to do the laser surgery, because Medicare does not cover that. Medicare only pays for the scalpel part of it. So I've been paying him by the month. And then I bought my eyeglass, the frames. I already had the frames, but I had to pay for the lens. Now, I will be asking Medicare to reimburse me for that, because they are supposed to reimburse you for a pair of eyeglasses after cataract surgery. So I will be sending that in for reimbursement. But it's just been one thing after another, after another, after another. And then to find out, you know, that I needed 4 tires on my car, that just threw me over the edge yesterday. Now, I thought it was weird that Mavis took all 4 tires off. I mean, the mechanic took them all off of the rims and everything, and just had the tires laid out on the concrete there beside the car. And then they started pointing out to me all the flaws. I mean, one of the tires looks like it's been slashed. You know, the rubber is cut. So they started telling me, oh, this car's not going to pass inspection. You got to have 4 new tires. and so they did this brake flush. I really don't remember if I authorized them to do that or not. I just don't even remember because he was talking so fast and going through all the different, the Goodrich tires and the Michelin tires. And I said, well, don't you have Hankook tires or some of these less expensive ones? No, we don't carry those. And this fast talking man, and here I am with all of this stuff rolling through my brain and trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do? I only have 10 days, to get the inspection done. And it was just so much at once that I just finally told him, well, just put the tires back on the car. I don't have $800 for 4 tires. So after I finally got over my crying jag and settled down and everything, I discussed it with Jill, and she said, well, just go back to the mechanic. I think his name's Danny. He's the one that fixed the water pump on my car a few months back. And he owns a small mechanic shop, and I did call him yesterday, and he said, okay, bring it by on Thursday, and he'll take a look at it, and, hopefully he does have cheaper tires. So I'm hoping at least I can replace the 2 that are threadbare. I knew that they were getting in bad shape, but I've never had an inspection station tear my car apart to inspect it. So when they were doing that at Mavis, I thought that was just what New York State required, that they remove the tires and flush the brakes and do all of that. And they knew that. They knew that I was a vulnerable older woman and probably didn't know much about a vehicle, and knowing that I had just moved to New York from New Jersey because I asked them to put the new plates on my car for me. So I regret that I ever went to Mavis. I'll never go back to them again, ever. I'll take public transportation. If they were the last repair shop on earth, I wouldn't go back. But anyway, I just wanted to explain that to y'all. A lot of you have asked me, if you could help me in some way, and I have never asked y'all for money because I know that you struggle on Social Security just like I do, and I don't expect anybody to donate not even a cent to me to help me with something that I'm going to be able to figure out myself. But some of you have said that you want to donate $1 or $2 or $3, so I will leave my PayPal link in the description below. And if you can afford it, don't take any money out of your food budget or anything like that, or your medicine. Don't you do without to help me, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about my life and tell my autobiography and tell you funny stories, and I do not expect to be paid for it. All I expect is for you to just, whenever you do watch a video, to give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family, and if you haven't subscribed, to do so. And anything beyond that is just what we down in Louisiana call lagniappe. So let's get over here and let me show you my garden. And I just want to thank you so much for being here today. And let's go see if anything has sprouted. So I have some little sprouts here. I forgot what that was, and look, oh well, maybe it's still written on the knob. Oh yeah, these are bell pepper seeds. So I have, 2, 3, 4 little bell pepper seeds. Oh, and I think that's a bean. One of my subscribers sent me some pole beans and said, plant them by the fence. So I threw those down just a couple of days ago, and I believe that is a bean. Yeah, I think these are the beans that have sprouted. I don't remember what this is either. I know I planted, and this is, Jill had a cantaloupe. So I threw some of those cantaloupe seeds out here, and I think that might be it. But this is the basil that I bought over at Hicks Nursery. I'm not going to water it now because I think it's too hot. Oh, and look, I already have some little banana peppers. I bought these at Hicks Nursery last week, and they had little blossoms on them. So I'm going to be able to pick some peppers, and I'll throw those in my dinner. And I don't remember what this is either. Let's see. Oh, these are the jalapeno peppers. Okay. I'll have to get out here and thin those out. And then I threw some kale seeds back here just a couple of days ago. They haven't sprouted yet. But I mean, it's a it's a small little garden, but I'm proud of it, and I'm proud to have it. And next year I'll get out here probably around Mother's Day and just fill it full of plants and seeds, and I just can't wait. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.